Coming up, a burglar takes items worth $1,000 from a 92-year-old man on North Ashley Street.
And Valdosta residents are being asked for their opinions on the city's block grants development plan.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Lanika Alexander.
And I'm Camille Pollitt. Tonight, Valdosta police are continuing their investigation of a burglary on North Ashley Street. Yesterday, around 9 a.m., an uninvited house guest forced his way into a home on North Ashley Street. The home is the residence of a 92-year-old Simeon Washington, who claims the burglar stole almost $1,000 worth of belongings from the home. The most costly items taken were sets of razors and hair trimmers, as well as small television, leather bag, and an unknown amount of small change. The Valdosta Police Department is asking anyone who has information about this break-in to contact them.
Yesterday afternoon, still another burglary took place in the Valdosta apartment complex. Reporter Matt Tanga has these details.
A burglary occurred right here on Wilmington Court. A woman reported that a person who is yet to be identified entered her residence by breaking out the back window. She also advised the police that a silver HP laptop and a Motorola video monitor has been stolen. No arrest has been made yet, but if you have any further information about this crime, please contact the Valdosta Police Department. And for News Valdosta, I'm Matt Tanga.
Valdosta residents have until Friday at 5 o'clock to view and provide feedback on the plans for the city's future. It all involves the 2013 FY Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report for the Community Development Block Grant Program. The CAPER is available for review in the city's Neighborhood Development Office at the Valdosta City Hall Annex, located at 300 North Lee Street. The document provides detailed information on the city's overall progress in carrying out the priorities and objectives identified in the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development approved Consolidated Plan.
This October, the Planning and Zoning Division will highlight the roles of planners and the importance of community planning through this year's American Planning Association theme, Health and Prosperity. The theme focuses on how community planning activities play an important role in the health and welfare of the residents. Planners, working with the policymakers, public health professionals, environmental scientists, and other community members work to create healthier communities while eliminating adverse conditions and building better places.
The Scintilla Charter Academy has finally been approved. Wednesday morning, after months of paperwork and petitions, the state school board gave the final ruling after CA had been denied by both Valdosta and Lowndes school systems. Funding for the school will be based on state quality-based education funds, state charter school supplement funds, and federal funds. No funds for CEA will come from the local funds, which are currently being used by the public school system. The school plans to open August 2015.
Today's City Council meeting, scheduled for 5:30 this afternoon, will focus on the Valdosta Police Department receiving the Gold Standard accreditation from the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies. It's the fourth time the Valdosta Police has been given a special distinction by the group. The Valdosta Police Department was also awarded the distinction for accreditation with excellence and meritorious service for being involved in the organization for over 15 years.
When we come back, Get a Mammy 5K kicks off and we take a look on how you can get your business ready for hurricane season.
Don't go away.
"7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks, more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
What will you find at Valdosta State University?
Challenging academics.
Innovative hands-on experience. Over 100 fields of study.
Engagement in a vibrant community.
Caring mentors and friends. service and leadership opportunities,
championship athletics
the full university experience
at Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Friends, families, and co-workers alike are all being encouraged to join an effort to help local boys and girls. The Corporate Challenge Field Day, set for tomorrow morning, is a fundraising event hosted by members of the Leadership Lowndes Class of 2014. The event will benefit the Boys and Girls Club of Valdosta. The day-long challenge is designed to allow adults to be a kid again by participating in 12 different events, including 3-on-3 basketball, obstacle courses, tug-of-war, and many more. Any members of a business, organization, or group of individuals may form a team and compete in one or more of the events. The Corporate Challenge Field Day will open with a ceremony at 8 a.m. and will conclude with a closing ceremony at 3.
The annual Get a Mammy 5K run and walk is happening this Saturday. People of all ages are encouraged to come out and participate. Reporter Tevin Williams has more.
Get a Mammogram Incorporated is hosting the annual 5K run and walk this Saturday. The event will kick off at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. There are age groups for everyone to participate, ranging from 13 all the way up to 70 years old. Besides the women's Get a Mammogram Incorporated event, there's also the men's Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event attending also. If you have any questions, you may contact the Get a Mammogram Incorporated website or register online if you want to go ahead and pay for it by 6 p.m. It's a $20 discounted rate for anyone wanting to participate, but also a $50 family rate. The benefits of this event go to the Get a Mammogram Incorporated nonprofit organization helping anyone in financial need get a mammogram. The event will be hosted off of Bethany Road, off of Valdale Road. With your News Valdosta event report, this is Tevin Williams.
Following the opening of the new fire station at the Valdosta Regional Airport, officials say more construction is ahead for the airport. Officials in the county and airport manager Jim Galloway want to replace the building that currently houses the regulators that control the runway lights. They also want to add a backup generator for the one-way lights. The Valdosta City Council recently approved a grant agreement with the Federal Aviation Administration worth about $500,000 for the project. Construction will begin sometime in November, and the entire project should take about 4 months, providing better airport security.
Is your business ready to face a hurricane? Hurricane season runs through November 30th, and there is a lot that you should know. Businesses and residents can sign up for Code Red Emergency Alert System to receive emergency and community alerts. A Ready Your Business guide and information to prepare a kit can be found on the Ready Georgia website. It's never too late to develop a disaster plan.
When we come back, we'll take a look at our local weather with Allison Thorpe. Stay tuned.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child.
Give. Advocate.
Volunteer. Live united. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now let's take a look at the weather with Allison Thorpe. Allison, what's coming up?
Well, Camille, you can expect the weather to warm back up today with a high of 82. Clear skies are in the forecast with no chance of rain. The humidity will be around 68% with winds being light and variable. Later on tonight, the temperature will drop down to 65 degrees and skies will be partly cloudy with just a small chance of showers, making for a nice, cool evening. As for tomorrow, we can enjoy another beautiful day in Valdosta with skies being partly cloudy. The high for tomorrow will be at 85 degrees during the day and dropping down to 70 degrees in the evening with a 40% chance of showers. The humidity will be at 76% with light to moderate winds. The UV index for today is set at 8, which is very high on the 12-point scale. If you plan to be outdoors this afternoon, make sure to lather up with a sunscreen with an SPF of 30 or higher and wear protective clothing. Today's pollen count is around 7.1, which is considered to be medium on the 12-point scale. These conditions are considered fairly good for breathing, but if you have sensitive allergies, make sure to take the necessary medication so that breathing is much easier for you. Looks like some rain will be in the forecast over the weekend, so make sure to have that umbrella handy. That's all for today's weather, and back to you all at the news desk.
Thanks, Allison. When we come back, Brittany Williams will give us an update on local sports, so stay with us.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Siller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing you. Believe me, I'm good at it. But at some point, you're going to need to start pushing yourself.
See, once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell them. You can't change your past, but you can definitely change your future.
That makes me so happy, I'm ready to bust out a dance.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? My gentle technique isn't really working. You need something a little more
persuasive.
Yes.
You listen, and you listen good.
Hey, where's my sandwich? Terry? Terry!
Take it from me, the King DMC. It's a real cool thing to get your GED.
Get that diploma!
Now hold on and we'll find you free GED classes. Capiche?
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Welcome back.
Now let's check in with Brittany Williams for our local sports. Brittany?
Thanks, guys. For all of our patiently waiting basketball fans, the season is just around the corner and we'll be starting the year off with the Holiday Inn Classic. On October 14th, VSU will play against Lane, and then on the 15th, the Blazers face off against rival Albany State. They also have in store for us 22 Gulf Conference games that will span through the final 3 months of the year. As for the upcoming year of 2015, the Blazers will begin by playing the Christian Brothers on January 3rd, and there are many more games following that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely ready to see our basketball team in action. The Lowndes County Wildcats played a tough game against Tift County Tuesday for a regional matchup. Though the Wildcats had 4 hits, they weren't able to get points on the board. Tift ended the 7-inning game in a 2-0 victory. Reporter Allison Thorpe has more on this game.
It's a beautiful fall day here in Valdosta, and the stands are full as the Wildcats face Tift County. The Lowndes High Wildcats played a tough matchup against Tift County this past Tuesday at the Lowndes Softball Complex. This was the 3rd time Lowndes has played their conference opponent. The Lady Blue Devils were unable to beat the Wildcats in the 2 games earlier in the season, but they were able to win their first away game victory for Game 3. Before Tift, Lowndes was undefeated in their conference with a 5-0 record. The Wildcats hope to regroup before their next game. Head coach Stuart Thomas and pitcher Haley Fowler give an insight onto what they could have done better and their goals for the rest of the season.
Ultimately, we want to win region. That's our ultimate goal, is become the #1 seed in our region going into the playoffs. And then the ultimate pinnacle of everything is making it to Columbus and the Elite Eight. That's everybody's ultimate goal. We've seen each other so many times. We know what they have. They know what we have. It's just a matter of who's going to come out and execute, who's going to come out and get the big hit when they need it, and who's not. And tonight they were able to do that, and we weren't.
As a pitcher personally, I'd like to be one of the top pitchers in the state as a personal goal. And last year I had pitcher of the region, and I'd like to get that one more time.
For your News Valdosta, I'm Allison Thorpe.
The Valdosta Wildcats get a break before their first region game. Let's go to News Valdosta reporter Derek Hill to see how the Cats are preparing for the big game.
For all you Valdosta High School Wildcats fans out there, I have good news and bad news. The good news is the Valdosta Wildcats are currently undefeated for the season. The bad news is they won't have a game this Friday. But as you can see, the Wildcats are keeping busy with regular scheduled practices.
Fall has fell, and the Valdosta High School football train is headed for their toughest last 5 games of the season. The Wildcats are hoping to continue their win streak as well as their first region opponents, Camden. The Wildcats will load up the convoy October 3rd and head to face off what is expected to be a battle on the football field. Both teams will fight to the end, but unfortunately only one will be victorious and start their playoff hopes 1-0 in the region.
This region's certainly a challenge. I mean, you got, 4 of the top 5 teams in the state all in the same region. It's a tough region year in, year out, and this year is certainly no different. This year, may be even better than normal. You've got a lot of teams that are playing really well. Nobody in the region up to this point has lost a football game, so certainly that's a challenge week in, week out. And you just got to take them, one week at a time. And I know that sounds like a big cliche, but it's the truth. You got to be at your best, physically, mentally, and emotionally each and every Friday night in this region. That's a tremendous challenge.
As you can see, the Wildcats are keeping themselves pretty busy and focused with great practice and good coaching. I'm Derek Hill, News Valdosta.
And we do have a follow-up on our Blazers golf team at the St. Leo Invitational. Yesterday morning, they played their last round of the tournament with Chris Rogers leading the team as he tied for 13th with a 3-under. Then Mitch Lowndes tied with 159 after shooting a 9-over in the final round. The team left off with a score of 288, landing a spot in 10th place, as well as having the 5th best score of the day. This Saturday, the Valdosta State cross-country men and women's teams will be making history by hosting their first cross-country meet in nearly almost a decade in Freedom Park. This will be the second race of the season for the Blazers, as 2 weeks ago they did compete in the Earl Jacoby Invitational, with the women's team finishing 3rd out of 13 and men's 5th out of 11. This weekend will be the first out of 2 home games, and the second game will be held during homecoming weekend on October 25th. And it looks like we're not the only university making history this week. Thomasville University's men's soccer team has been nationally ranked number 2 in the NAIA Men's Soccer Coaches Top 25 poll. The Nighthawks have been on the top 25 poll for 8 straight polls and have made a significant jump from the 16th spot to the 2nd. Not only are the Nighthawks making history, but they are also one of 6 teams in the nation to hold an undefeated title of the 2014 season. The teams hope to continue its reign tonight as they travel to Ave Maria, and then that's the best in sports. Well, today, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Brittany. When we come back, find out how your kids can become more skilled in the game of soccer.
So don't go away. We'll be right back.
This is Howard Chu, Music Director of your Valdosta Symphony Orchestra. Join us in celebrating the VSO's 25th anniversary with an exciting season featuring world-renowned soloists and South Georgia's own VSO. Experience the power of music live in Valdosta. For more information, call 229-333-2150 or find us at valdostasymphony.org.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Do you know a child that loves watching soccer games but has a little trouble learning the basics on the field? With the fall youth soccer season in full swing, now is the perfect time to show the children in your life what the sport is all about. The Valdosta Lowndes Parks and Recreation Authority, in conjunction with the Prince Chevrolet, will host a youth soccer clinic this Sunday at noon. Coaches from the British Elite Soccer Camp will be on hand to teach the essentials of passing, shooting, dribbling, and more. Boys and girls ages 6 to 14 will be able to participate in the free event, but must RSVP in advance by phone or online on the VLPRA website. The half-day soccer clinic will be held at the Valentin Park Youth Complex.
This Saturday, the Valdosta section of the National Council of Negro Women, in participation with the Boys and Girls Club of Valdosta, presents the 3rd annual community-wide family reunion. This family reunion hopes to celebrate the family as the core of the community. Through this celebration, there will be free groceries, a clothing drive, and free health screening. The event takes place from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Boys and Girls Club of Valdosta's downtown campus and is free and open to the entire community. That's it for our program today. Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Lanika Alexander.
And I'm Camille Pollitt. Join us again on Monday.